Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think my mic should be all right. Yeah. So, oh wow. Okay. All right. So yes, welcome to anyone who may be listening to my inaugural live stream on my personal channel, Muhammad Elfin Sham Jufri, or well, MENJ for short. Yeah. So these letters M, E, N, and J are my initials. So yes, well, a very huge welcome to those who may or may not be watching at the moment. I presume, I'm hopeful that there will be those who will be watching this live stream sometime in the future. But at the moment, the live stream has been running for about 3 minutes, and there's absolutely no one who's watching this live stream. It's at zero because, well, this is my personal channel. I've never actually, went out to promote it. So I'm absolutely expecting it to be at zero viewers. And yeah, this is, as I mentioned, a test run. It's something that I've never done on this channel, doing a live stream here. I mean, I've done live streams on my other channels. Obviously, I have another channel which is far more popular than this one. But that's the thing, because there's this one popular channel that I have, and you tend to ignore the others. I have a lot of channels, and this was supposed to be one of my anchor channels as well, but unfortunately I never did pay any or much attention to it due to work, due to my focus on my other channel. And frankly, I don't really know what to share on this channel, because this channel is very generic. It's basically my name, right? So what do you talk about when it's just me, myself, and I, right? I mean, the brand is basically me, okay? But I guess, I just say random stuff. Hopefully, I don't embarrass myself in the process. Yeah, so this channel, I believe I'll try to make it more casual. It won't be and definitely it won't overlap with my other channel, which is much more popular. I mean, if any one of you know what channel that is, please zip it, because that's not why we are here. Okay, I will not talk about that particular topic on this channel, except on the other channel, right? So I have no intention whatsoever to talk about that particular topic on this channel, because this channel is basically represents my public face. And that other channel, which is, although it's popular in certain circles, it's not that widely known. And I think I prefer it to be that way, because that things that I say on that channel may spill over in real life and may affect my career, and that has happened before. Yeah, there's this company, this bastard company, which claims to be, progressive, forward-looking, and is a so-called American registered company. Although I don't think it's American, I think it's a Malaysian company masquerading as an American one. They hired me to do a certain job description, which I shall also not mention here. Okay. And after 1 week of hiring me, well, on paper that is, I was supposed to go on. I was supposed to report to office on my, the following week for my first day the following week. So for the whole week, when I first signed the contract, it was about a week later that I went to their office to report for work. And in that one whole week, they never complained. They never said that I had any issues or disciplinary issues, or that I contradict their so-called company values, blah, 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 all this BS that they eventually gave to me. So long story short, I went to the office the following week. On the first day, I reported for work. Everything went smoothly. I mean, I went through their orientation. There wasn't much of an orientation, really. Then I get to meet their other guy who's also doing the same thing that I was supposed to be doing. Turns out that I was actually assigned a bit of a more junior role, but hey, it was only about 6 clients that they had at the time. So I thought, wow, this is easy money, man. I mean, basically, I'm being paid on a scale of someone who's supposed to be at a senior position, okay, for the workload, which is very much a junior exec role. So I thought, wow, this is easy money. If this is going to be my full-time job for the rest of the year or the next 2 years, 3 years, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, so everything seemed fine. And I went back home a bit early on that day because frankly, there wasn't much to do. I mean, it was just my first day. And I was fully expecting that I would be continuing the job position on the following day. However, when I returned home, I got a call from their HR, and it was a nasty surprise for me when they told me that they found out that I have another channel, which I shall not name here. If those of you who know what channel that is, then you will know what channel that is. And they said they didn't like the contents. I mean, you had one whole week to research on who I am. And after 1 week, you only discovered that now, and you didn't like my channel, which, by the way, doesn't have any, anything dangerous or, any inclinations towards, violence, etc. But that's what they mentioned in my letter. All right. So anyways, a long story short, again, so this went back and forth when I argued with I thought I could rationalize with the HR. And then this happened at the call, I received the call around 5. And by 7 p.m., it became clear to me that they really want to keep my ass out. So they told me, the HR told me that, they basically get the fuck out, okay? Obviously not, that was not the exact words used, but that's exactly what he meant. And then I kind of fell into a mild despair at the time. So but then I composed myself and okay, fine, you want to get rid of me, okay, fine, I'll return everything. And that's what I did. So on the same day, on the same night, their IT called for Grab or Uber, as some of you in North America may know what that service is, to come and collect my company items, and which I promptly did. I mean, I gave back the company access card. I gave back the laptop that they gave, and some other stuff. Yeah, the lanyard, I didn't return it back because I wanted to keep the lanyard. And 2 weeks later, the following day, I received the official letter stating that I have been summarily sacked, okay, from the role, which is kind of strange because I haven't even, warmed up to the role yet. And the reason they gave was that they find my content dangerous, divisive, a threat to Malaysian values, whatever that means. Fuck your Malaysian values, man. Okay, so in any case, they said that they will pay me for 2 weeks pay, and I got the pay, but I was still feeling a bit down because I've lost a job and I don't have another job, and that wouldn't happen for the next 2 months. So I was trying to figure out how do I get out of this problem. I mean, how do I get a job within a month after or two after being sacked from this particular role, all of a sudden, without out of the blue, without any notice period, which by the way the contract clearly states that each party, whether it's from me or it's from the company, they will be given a 2 weeks notice in advance or 1 month's notice in advance if they want to sack me, see. But this is not what happened. This is just a sudden sacking within 24 hours. And for a dumb reason, which involves my channel. And that particular channel has nothing whatsoever to do with their company, or has no mention of the company at all, or it's not even related to the company. I mean, whatever I do in my spare time is my business, right? If I want to say fuck the Malaysian government or fuck the US government, or I say kill all blah blah whatever, kill all dogs, whatever, anything that may or may not incite violence, even if let's say if it does incite violence, what right does the company, any company for that matter, the employer have to tell me what to do or what not to do? You see, especially more so since they have already agreed with the contract that they've given, that I've signed a week prior. Okay, I mean, I've already signed the contract a week prior. So why do they need to fire me, okay, after 1 week? Why didn't they do their so-called investigations earlier? They could have just said, okay, sorry, MNJ, we decided not to hire you at all because we found your blah, blah, blah content. I would have been fine with it. But the problem is that these fellas have already agreed to the contract that I've signed a week prior. So there wasn't any issue with that. It was only 1 week later that they somehow discovered my channel, and they think that I'm a threat to their business, which by the way is ridiculous because my channel has nothing whatsoever to do with their business model. So long story short, I vented my frustrations in this WhatsApp channel, okay, and someone in that channel advised me to proceed to the IRD, Industrial Relations Department. Okay, actually, it wasn't that. It was the Labour Office at first. Yeah, he wanted me to go to the Labour Office, Jabatan Buruh, as we call it in the Malay language. And the following day, that's exactly what I did. I drove all the way from my home to Putrajaya, which is the administrative capital of Malaysia. It's about 1 hour away. And it took me a while to figure out the building, because I need to find the Ministry of Works, right? Yeah, the Ministry of Works and Labour. So I managed to find it. Parking was a bit tricky, but somehow I managed to get the parking. So I went to the Labour Office, Jabatan Buruh, and I told them my problem, and I asked them what should I do about this. They said that since my salary was above 4K, which is their maximum limit, therefore I can't lodge a complaint with them. They can only cover complaints up to 4K, right? So they suggested that I go to the next door building, which is also part of the ministry, called the Industrial Relations Department, yeah? Jabatan Perundingan Perusahaan, which, by the way, before my meeting with the office, I've never heard of the IRD, Industrial Relations Department, or JPP, Jabatan Perundingan Perusahaan. I've never had the need to go to the Ministry of Human Resources, by the way, yeah, Ministry of Human Resources for this kind of problem. I never had any human resource issues with any previous employer prior to that, and since that incident until today, I've never had need to go to the Ministry of Human Resources. But anyways, to cut a long story short, I went to the building next door. I managed to find the IRD, the Industrial Relations Department, or Jabatan Perundingan Perusahaan, and I met up with their representative. I told them what happened. They told me this is flat out injustice. There's no way that these guys can get away with it. And fortunately, I brought the documents with me, where I showed them my initial contract, the one that I signed a week earlier, and also the one where they fired me unjustly. Okay, And yeah, I gave them the letter, or basically those two documents, the letter of appointment and so the letter of firing. And yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that in this both letters, okay, you are actually required to sign them. So I signed for the first letter. There's this. It was sent digitally, so there's this feature where you need to sign it before it gets approved. So I signed the first letter, but for the second letter, which is the second, I did not sign it, and I never did. I never did sign it, and I told the HR point blank that I would not sign this letter because this letter accused me of going or infringing upon Malaysian values. So fuck your Malaysian values 2X. Yeah, fuck you 2X. Yeah, I think you already know the name of the company now. So yeah, so this stupid company can get my middle finger, right? So anyways, again, I did not sign that particular letter, but I did make a screenshot of it. To make it to make this story even more interesting, several months later, after this issue was concluded, the letter was quietly withdrawn, and no one could access it again. And it was never signed in the end. So I never did acknowledge the firing, and I never signed it. I never gave them the pleasure of acknowledging the accusations that they made against me. And in fact, I received something. Okay. So anyways, I went to, like I said, I was at the IRD. I made my complaint. I filled out the necessary forms. I submitted both letters of appointment and letters of sacking. I don't know what should I call it. Yeah, I guess letters of firing. And several weeks later, it took quite a while for them to come back to me. The so-called first round of negotiations were initiated by the JPP, Jabatan Perundingan Perusahaan in Kuala Lumpur. So apparently the JPP in Putrajaya is different from the one in KL, because the one in KL or Kuala Lumpur, the economic capital of Malaysia, that is regional, whereas the one in the JPP, or the Industrial Relations Department in Putrajaya, that is administrative. So I was supposed to go through this consultation in stages. So this is the first stage where I go at a regional level, and then if it cannot be resolved, only then it goes to a more administrative level, a higher level. So that was what happened. So I went for the first round of relations, of consultations, and I refused to speak in English because I didn't want to. The other guy, the Pukimak botak guy from HR, the same guy who made a call to informing me that I was fired, by the way. So this guy was making all kinds of nasty accusations against me. So I shouted. I kind of lost my talk a bit. I shouted, screamed at this guy. Okay, and of course I tried to remain calm throughout. But I said to the representative, the JPP or the IRD representative, exactly what I said earlier to you guys earlier. And then they come up, that stupid botak, he's a botak, body head idiot from HR, whom I've forgotten his name because he's so insignificant to my life now. So this botak bastard, Malay Lahanat, made some stupid, he repeated the same allegations in the letter against me. And I actually quoted one part of the contract which says that you can't just simply fire a person without informing him earlier. So this guy tried to actually this guy didn't even mention the reason why I was fired. The real reason, that is, he gave a different background check. So there was this clause in the contract, the original contract, which says that a person may not be hired if a background check does not, it's not approved, right? Yeah, if this person in question does not pass his background check. But I think the problem is that this contract of mine was signed 1 week earlier, and during the whole week when after this contract was signed, you didn't bother to do a background check and inform me earlier than before my first day at office, which was a week later. Okay, So and then so I re-quoted. There was this clause. There was another clause in the same contract which says that you need to give notice. You need to actually inform the person properly that this person, cannot be hired. Okay, or it should happen, or this background check can only happen before the contract was signed. So I quoted back that particular clause at this botak bastard from the fucking company, and he was stumped. He couldn't reply, but he was trying to. He thinks that he got it in control. You see, so he was. I guess he was stumped though. Yeah, but this guy was basically just I would say a lapdog of the management. Okay, whom by the way I suspect to be evangelicals, because it's only evangelicals who will not like my activities online on my other channel. But anyways, again, I'm digressing. So the first round ended, I guess, in a stalemate somewhat, because neither side could reach an agreement. Obviously, they are not going to hire me again, and I myself am not keen to be hired again, and I want compensation for their crimes against me. I demanded a 2 months compensation. Basically, I stated that very clearly. I want 2 months compensation on for my unfair dismissal. Um, and then let me see what happened next. Yeah, was it 2 months or 3 months? I think I asked for 3 months. Actually. Yeah, I asked for 3 months. The reason why I asked for 3 months was the contract clearly states that I was to be on probation for 3 months. Okay, so basically I need to be 3 months secure, right, in my role. So if they do not like me after 3 months, then they can dismiss me however they see fit, because I'm not performing, or because my work is not up to their expectations, whatever, right? Whatever reason. The issue here right now is because I was just dismissed unfairly without even doing the job in the first place, without even without even warming up to the role in the first place. So I demanded a 3 months pay as compensation. That was what I asked for. Okay, so I told that point blank in the during the consultation online meeting. Okay. Oh, by the way, during that time, prior to that consultation meeting, I had a bout of diarrhea as well. So I was a bit down under the weather. I'm not sure what happened to my bowel system, but I was basically shitting rainbows. Okay, go figure out what they are. So, anyways, so again, long story short, the botak guy, that motherfucker, said that he will come back to the JPP. He didn't. He refused to talk to me, address me after that. But that's fine. So he said that he will go back to his management and talk about it. And again, a few weeks later, or was it 1 month later, or 2 months later? Actually, I think about 2 months later. Fortunately, during this time between the time of the first consultation and the next incident, which I will be talking about shortly, I managed to find a job. I managed to land a job, and I was already starting to work into this, go into this new role. I was already traveling to my new office. There was this period where we were required to work from home because the quarantine was still in place at the time. Okay, so this was in 2022. Sorry, it was in 2000. Yeah, it was in 2022. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, 2022. So yeah, so the quarantine was still in place, but I've already landed a job. But several months later, I think about 2 months later, I received another call from JPP, from the Industrial Relations Department, or IRD, or JPP, Jabatan Perundingan Pusat. And this time the call is from Putrajaya, the administrative section of the JPP. And she was very friendly to me, and she told me that the other side refused to agree to my demands. Who's going to agree to a 3-month pay for nothing, right? Anyways, but then she asked me how long have I been unemployed. I told her honestly that I was unemployed for about 1.5 months before I finally landed the job. So she said, okay, if that's the case, then we should ask, or I should ask for 1.5 months compensation, because that was the time period where I was jobless, and I did not have any role in any. I was unemployed during this time period. No thanks to their unfair dismissal. So it's only fair that I get compensation for this time period. Okay. So I guess she did her magic, because several weeks later she called me and she said, yeah, good news. Good news, Encik. They agreed to pay my 1.5 months compensation. Okay. So that's what happened. I received the compensation several days after I received the call. And wow, it's a lot of money. But unfortunately, because no thanks to that motherfucking company, I had some pending debts that I needed to repay. So in the end, I couldn't even use the money to sink it into a investment fund, because I had a lot of pending debts. Although I was working at this new company, obviously the new company isn't going to pay me for the 1.5 months missing salary, right? Salaries. And also I was also stuck with debt and all sorts of other issues as well. Yeah. Because life goes on, and even though you're unemployed, you're still going to have to cough up some dough to pay for your lifestyle, for your current debts, for your current activities, these sort of things. See, so in the end, yeah, all that money is gone now. But but it gives me great satisfaction whenever I think about it. I got paid an extra 1.5 months salary for nothing, for doing nothing. Plus, let's not forget the 2 weeks salary that they paid me. So it means that I had 2 months compensation. Wow. Okay, 2 months compensation. Okay, that is good, right? So, anyways, I was paid that, and then the JPP actually sent a long letter saying that this issue has been resolved by both sides, and that my name, as stated, has received compensation from this company for doing this sort of deed against me, and blah blah blah. And the issue is considered closed. And I still have the letter somewhere on my table, on my desk, on the other side. Yeah. So this is actually a blow to them, because in their letter of sacking, in their letter of dismissal towards me, they said all sorts of nasty things, and they said that I was an embarrassment to the industry, blah blah blah. I shouldn't be working for anyone else, blah blah blah, and all these sort of nasty things. So to receive such compensation, to me, that is the due justice that was owed to me, and I'm grateful for it. Although in retrospect, I feel that 2 months compensation isn't enough. I think it should have been more than that. In fact, they should not just only pay me for the extra compensation. Maybe it shouldn't even be just 2 months. It should be more than 2 months. It should be at least 4 or 5 months, just as a show of punishment, so they don't do this to other people. I mean, if they can do this to me, obviously they would think that they could get away with doing it to other people. So it should have been much more punitive than the mere 1.5 months pay plus 2 weeks pay that they gave me. So to me, it wasn't really just in that sense, because this company is quite, and when you walk into their office, you'll see that this company has a lot of money. It's quite popular in their furnishings, in their office office accessories, amenities. They even have a whole pantry which looks like a luxury bar. Okay, their whole pantry looks like a luxury bar. Imagine this. Okay, so it's much bigger than any other pantry that I've gone to. Any other pantry that in any office that I've worked for, even until today. This particular company that I'm referring to has the biggest pantry that I've ever seen in my life and will ever see in my life. Okay, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter anyway how your pantry is, but if your attitude sucks, because I don't give a fuck. Okay. So yeah, so that was that. It was resolved, and I continued my work at this particular company that hired me until I resigned and I moved on. And yeah, here I am working. I've worked at 3 or 4 companies since, and I have no regrets whatsoever of on doing my other channel, of doing what I do, because that's what I love. And yeah, any other company that tries to fire me because of my other channel, they can go suck my dick. Okay. So yeah, that's what I think I should be doing in the first place. And yeah, as a side note, as a footnote to this whole saga, there's something funny that actually happened. Something quite hilarious actually. You see, there's this. I believe some of you would know of this website called Glassdoor. So Glassdoor is, for those who do not know what Glassdoor is. Glassdoor is a website where you can actually leave reviews as an employee or as an employer about a service that a particular, or basically about your employment experience at a particular company or agency that you work for at the time, and give them reviews. Okay. So I after I got my compensation, and I got, because I didn't want to, because the consultation and the dispute process was still ongoing with the IR, between the IRD and myself and with them. I didn't want to leave any reviews until that was over, until I received my due, my dues, and I received the justice that I deserve. So once that has been settled, I decided to leave a very nasty review. It wasn't nasty in a sense that I use I know 3-letter words. It's basically very formal and stiff in language. But of course, I condemn their behavior. I exposed their hypocrisy. So I basically, what I wrote was, this company tried to sack me after being one day at work because I had a YouTube channel which they do not like. And in the end, they were forced to pay 2 months compensation, one and a half months compensation to me for breaching the contract. So do not work with this company, because this company will screw you however they see fit by giving nasty excuses if they do not like your face. Something along those lines. I mean, I don't remember the exact words that I wrote, but this is something somewhat what I meant. Okay. And those motherfuckers, I guess they were upset with my comments. They left another nasty reply at the bottom. Okay, but I ignored it because, well, I mean, that just shows your nasty behavior, right? I mean, it clearly shows who's in the wrong here. I mean, if I were to take this to labor court, okay, because the next process after the second consultation is actually a labor court if they do not agree with the 1.5 months compensation. Okay. Actually, I was already thinking that they would not agree to the 1.5 months compensation that I demanded. So it was too bad that it didn't. Actually, it was in retrospect, it's a bit too bad that this case did not go to labor court, because it would be very interesting to see what the judge would say after hearing that an employee was fired after a day in the office because they found a YouTube channel that they do not like. It would have been an amazing case study for any future labor disputes in this country. But yeah, I actually mentioned that in the review. So this company fired back and said all sorts of nasty things as well. But their language was a bit more coarse than mine. I was quite polite, but I was straightforward. Okay. Of course, obviously, I did not use any 4-letter words because this is Glassdoor we're talking about. And yeah, funnily enough, several days later, my comment mysteriously disappeared. Okay. And when I want to try and insert the comment again, my review again, it got blocked. Okay, so I guess that's that. Somehow, someone in that fucking company has a deal with Glassdoor, and Glassdoor decided to remove my comment. I mean, my comment is pretty much fair, very fair. If you read it from a neutral perspective, it doesn't denigrate the company in the sense that I mean, it doesn't denigrate. I mean, it exposes the company's behavior, but it doesn't use any coarse language. The only people that would be embarrassed by this review would be the company themselves because of what they did. Okay, it's not my fault if you feel embarrassed after reading my comment, because that's exactly what you did towards me. me, right? So it's fair that I make this comment because you employ me even though it was only for a week. So that's my experience. So I have the right to relay what I experienced from you, right? So why are you so embarrassed by my comments that you had to leave a nasty comment in reply and also tell Glassdoor to remove my comment? You cowards, you bastards, you pieces of shit. Okay, yeah. So this is my channel, so I can say whatever I want, so it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Anyway, this happened like 3 years ago, so I guess they probably have forgotten about me, but I have not forgotten about them. Yeah. Okay. So kancil melupakan jerat, tapi jerat tak pernah melupakan kancil. So yeah, so I guess that's my story. So I'm happy as I can be. In retrospect, I'm probably glad that I did not work for that company anyway. Anyway, from what I've seen, this company has a lot of troublesome history. Of course, there are some things that people say is positive about this company, but at the same time, I don't think this company has achieved anything prominent, especially in the industry that I'm in. I mean, nobody has heard of them, okay, apart from those who have been interviewed by them or who are familiar with their business. Okay, this company is basically an agency, okay, but a digital marketing agency, but they don't seem to be that prominent in the Malaysian space. They focus more on the US market, but even in the US market, I've never seen anyone mention their name. Okay, so I don't think, and even when I was there and when I saw the list of clients that I was supposed to work for in this particular field that I'm in, they only had like 6 clients at the time. Perhaps they have more now, but I kind of doubt so, because it's not easy to get more clients, especially in this particular field. So if you only had 6 initially, then I guess you'll be stuck with 6. So I don't think that base has grown since. Okay, or maybe it has. I wouldn't know, but I don't think it has grown more than 10. Okay. Anyways, their business model is not that's not their main bread and butter. So for them, developing that particular niche of digital marketing is not important. Actually. That is why they could just simply sack me or dismiss me however they want, because for them it's not really critical. It's not really a critical aspect of their business. Yeah. But it serves them right that they had to pay 1.5 months pay plus 2 weeks pay plus the 2 weeks pay that they gave me after my dismissal, all for nothing. Because of your so-called Malaysian values, which, by the way, are not Malaysian values at all, but they are just bigoted or basically an excuse to hide behind your bigoted views of what's currently happening in cyberspace. And yeah, and I would like to fully declare it's my absolute right to say whatever I want, however I want, and to express whatever and however I want to say it, regardless of my nationality or my location. If I want to say "fuck you, you motherfucker," I have an absolute right to say "fuck you, you motherfucker." Okay, and I will not mince my words, and I will not shy away from saying those words. Okay. So I hope that is pretty much clear to anyone who's viewing this, and anyone who may be viewing this in the future, or anyone who knows of me and knows of this incident involving me in the past as well. Okay, so especially those motherfuckers at 2X. Okay, yeah, I've already mentioned the name of the company several times. You can Google them up, I guess. But yeah, I'll just say here that this company is such a bastardized, degenerate piece of filth that they will not be successful in their business, and I don't think they are. They have not shown any prominence in their field. They are not well known. Okay, they are totally dismissed in the Malaysian space. Nobody knows who they are in the Malaysian space except for a very few number of people. And they don't even dominate the US market, which they claim to be representing. So yeah, that's who they are, and that's how they will be for the rest of their days. And my prediction is that within the next 3 to 5 years, they will go bankrupt. Inshallah. Yeah, so okay, that's about me, and I think that's it for now. That's my story. Okay. Wow. My live stream has been running about 40 minutes, and nobody's watching this live stream. Yeah, and I totally expect that. I totally expect that nobody will watch my live stream, and I'm okay with that. Let me see if I can see myself on my YouTube. Is it available on YouTube? It should be available on YouTube. I love my Spiderman show. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is available on YouTube. I can see that now. I'm going to see if I can try to share my live stream to people. Maybe perhaps I can stick around for a while and yeah, and see if my link sharing would bring people to my channel. Let's see whether that works. Keep in mind, this channel does not have that much of a following, even though it has about 900 plus subs, but it's not supposed to have much of a following because, you know, my channel, this particular channel isn't that mainstream. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to change some of the minimal. Yeah, I'm going to change that. Yeah, I should have done this earlier. I don't know why I didn't. Actually, I should be like, okay, no. Going back to this, right? Minimal. Use the default theme file. Okay, whatever. But I do have an issue on why my camera is not coming out the way that it should. Oh well. Is there a way to make it bigger though? Okay, let me see now if I can do something for this. Yeah, I think I can't change the layout. The layout will always be like this. Is it solo layout? Solo layout. Solo layout. Okay. Yeah, this is my solo layout. But I can't change the look somehow. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to message someone. Oh yeah, I'm actually monitoring this match between Jay and the Lanun team and Central Coast Mariners. Oh wow, it's 2-1. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, since their goalkeeper had a red card, it's not surprised that it collapsed. So that I was actually hoping that okay, there you go. Right. Okay, Alvaro Gonzalez. Who the fuck? Okay, I don't know who the fuck this guy is, I think. Or maybe I do. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's see if anyone's coming on because would love to see if anyone's coming to look at me, to hear me speak. Right. So let's see if I can pull anyone onto my channel. If anyone's coming on my channel, that would be great. But if not, oh well. Next time then. Yeah, so this channel is my personal channel, right? So there's no apologetic stuff here because this is not an apologetic channel, it's my personal channel. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this live streaming is because I want to test this theory of mine, which is basically that if a channel runs a live stream session for more than 1 hour, for at least 1 hour and more, this will actually attract subscribers. The algorithms will like this and will promote those on this channel, and in return that will attract more subscribers to the channel. Let's test this theory, okay? But I need to ensure that this live stream goes up to 1 hour. So right now it has been running for about 45 minutes and we have 0 viewers watching this live stream. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to bring people on. Oh, by the way, I just recovered from, or am actually recovering from a flu. So my voice may sound off a bit somewhat here and there, but overall it's fine, dandy, hopefully. Okay, sorry, I had a slight internet issue. So I think this is also a good test to see how strong my signal is. So yeah, I do have issues with my Wi-Fi signal, which is from the center of the house to my room, which is behind, somewhat next to the house at the corner, and it's quite a distance from the hallway, okay, to my room. I guess for the signal to travel, it's very difficult for it to do so, unless if I put in some what do you call it, boosters, or I put in some Wi-Fi what do you call repeaters, okay. And I'm thinking of doing that. Definitely, I'm thinking of having Wi-Fi repeaters coming to my room through the hallway, perhaps through the room next door to me, which is the nearest point to the hallway, and then from there, that signal should come to my room. Okay, so it's a bit tricky to do that, but I think I'm going to have to invest in what do you call it? Those things, those rounded things, not routers, not repeaters. I forgot the name. Kind of escaped my mind. Perhaps because I'm still recovering from the flu. So my nose is stuffy and my brain it feels like there's boulders rolling in my brain. Okay, so yeah, I can't remember the particular device, the particular set of devices that can be used to boost your Wi-Fi signal. But I need to get those. Unfortunately, those things cost like about $300 per pair. You need to use it in a pair, because if you don't use it in a pair, it's pointless to buy them. Okay, I mean one unit will need to have a pair in order for the signal to be boosted from the device to the next device, and for it to be transmitted to your desktop or to any other device which requires the Wi-Fi boosting signal. You see, so it always works in a pair, right? So one unit is already like 500 ringgit, which is like about $150. Yeah. So one unit is $150. So a pair of them is $300+. Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, $300 is a lot of money for me. So I'm going to have to really think about whether it's justifiable to splurge that much in such a short time, especially when I have ongoing projects like this website called Rambat. So I have this football website called Rambat, which I'm currently getting designed. Hopefully, it will get coded in the future, but for now, I'm focusing on design. That is like 1,000 US, not 1,000 US dollars, sorry, 1,000 Malaysian ringgit, which is the equivalent of about $200+ US dollars. So like 250+ US dollars. So it did a lot of money. So imagine if I have to splurge on this, if I need to splurge on these two devices, the pair of I forgot the name, the pair of these two devices, this pair of devices, plus having to pay for the design of my website, which is, by the way, more important than boosting my internet signal, because frankly, I can live with my current signal, although there may be drops or issues with how my internet works, but I definitely can't delay the design or the development of my football website, which I think is much more urgent and it needs to be done as soon as I can. Okay. So someone messaged me saying that someone messaged me saying that he can't come onto my live stream because he has something on. Yeah, but it's all right. Yeah. So, but I guess I believe that once I end my live stream at the 1 hour mark, and I will be ending the live stream soon, I think those who receive the link will probably come into my channel to be able to watch my channel. Just talking, he's asking about the topic. Me, myself, and I. Okay. Yeah, just talking about me, myself, and I. Right. That's pretty much it. Okay. So, okay. Let me see now whether I can find anyone here or anyone who wants to come onto my live stream right now. Nobody's interested in coming to my live stream and to talk about me, huh? Or listen to me talk. Let me see now. Yeah, I guess nobody's coming. Oh, there's one person coming onto my live stream. Someone came to my live stream. Hello. Oh, Salahuddin. Salahuddin's here. Seriously? How the hell Salahuddin is here? That's my nephew. My God, my nephew's here. How did you find this link? Salahuddin, how did you find my link? Wow, I didn't share this to anyone else. Did I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't share this to anyone. I didn't share this in the group. How come Salahuddin is here? Live stream apa? Nothing. It's just about me, myself, and I. It's about Pak Long. Okay. Yeah, it's nothing. There's no particular topic. Okay, it's about me, myself, and I. Yeah. Okay, so but I'm glad that you're here. Okay, so I'm glad that you're here, and my nephew watching me live right now. Wow. So yeah, Salahuddin buat apa tu? Belajar dengar cakap mami ya, don't be naughty. Jangan nakal-nakal. Dengar cakap mami, belajar rajin-rajin. Jangan tulis dalam jawapan peperiksaan, no one knows anything. There's a running joke in the family, by the way. For those of you who may not know what the context is, I'll probably tell you guys another time. Okay. He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, you naughty. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the countdown. I'm just waiting for the countdown to end the live stream. So right now the live stream has been running for about 53 minutes, and we have one viewer watching the live stream. Okay, oh, Jeb, brother Jeb is here. Oh, great. How are you, brother Jeb? Assalamualaikum. Yeah. So this channel of mine is my personal channel. So that is why I'm wearing this. And so you have to keep in mind that whenever I wear something other than the official shirt that you see, okay, which has my logo, you know what my logo is, right? It means that this channel has nothing whatsoever to do with apologetics. It's just basically any other topic apart from that. So since you're on this channel, so this channel is my personal channel, I'm testing out this theory of whether if this channel could bring in more subscribers or more viewers when it has a live stream going on, and the ongoing theory is that when this channel has a live stream running for more than 1 hour, Google likes those kind of channels, and it will actually promote the videos existing on that channel to other potential viewers, and most likely I will get the benefit of new subscribers in the process. So that is the goal. Okay, that's the goal right now. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping to test this theory. Yeah, I'm hoping that this theory will work. So let's see how it goes. So right now we have 2 viewers watching the live stream. I think it's Brother Jeb and as well as my nephew, Salahuddin. Oh my God, what a weird name you have, by the way. No, he says. Shall I tell the world about what you did during your examination? Never mind. I'll spare you the embarrassment. Maybe next time, right? Maybe I'll tell the world about what you did next time. Yeah, but it's good to see viewers coming onto the live stream. I want to test out this theory and see whether it works. So we are 5 minutes away from ending the live stream. Oh, sorry, 4 minutes away from ending the live stream. What did Salahuddin say? No, he says, okay, don't worry, I will not say anything about it. All right? Yeah. See, but hey, the guy is doing well in school. So I heard he's scoring his papers now. Okay, he's scoring his papers and he's doing very well. Alhamdulillah. And yeah, continue doing what you're doing. And yeah, much success to you. Yeah. During my time in my school years, we had to face 3 major examinations. So we had UPSR for primary level. We had PMR for mid-secondary level. And of course, the last and final exam is SPM. Okay, SPM at the senior high school level. So, well, not senior, I guess somewhat senior high school level, because there's another paper called STPM, which I did not take. So out of these 3 papers that I mentioned, UPSR, PMR, and SPM, which a majority of us had to go through during my school days, only SPM exists today, for those of you who do not know the Malaysian education system or how it works, right? So it's only SPM right now. So SPM is only taken when you reach 17 in Form 4, high school Form 4. That is like about, you start, in Malaysia, we start primary school at 7 years old. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's only about 11 years later where you face your major exam, major school exam at federal level, SPM. Okay, to me, there's some pros to it and there's also cons to it, because previously, you know, parents would have a good measure or a good diagnosis of where their children may be at academically when their children went through their UPSR and PMR. However, since those 2 major exams are no longer around, it's hard to discern, it's hard to identify where their child is at a primary level or even at a middle school level. And it's only when if let's say we do not address the problems or the issues prior to that, by the time you reach SPM, it's going to be a huge blow or a huge problem for the parent in question, because yeah, academically that may be an issue, because you see, SPM opens doors. Without SPM, you can't do much in life. In Malaysia especially, you really need to have at least a good grade in SPM. Okay, and obviously once you reach your SPM, you need to go further than that. You have to at least have a diploma. To me, in order to open doors, in order to open pathways, you need to have at least a diploma. Of course, it would be great if you have a degree, but that only depends on whether you want to go further in your studies or if you want to pursue a career which requires a degree level in order to go further in that particular career path. Okay. Otherwise, for me, if let's say if anyone wants to ask me for advice, I would tell them, yeah, finish your SPM, make sure you score well in your SPM, and then continue to your diploma. At the very least, you must get diploma. Once you get your diploma, then you can decide as to whether you want to go into the job market or do you want to continue with your degree. It's up to you. That's where things are left to you, because it is only you who knows which career path do you want to go. Like in my case, I finished my advanced diploma. I was supposed to finish my degree. However, I failed 2 papers which I was supposed to repeat but never did, because by that time I've already gone into self-employment and I was making lots of money. So it wasn't necessary for me to continue my degree or to repeat my papers. I just kind of dropped off since. That came to bite me in the ass several years later, because I thought of pursuing a degree in another career path or another aspect of academia. Unfortunately, since I do not have a degree, I can't do that. I'm going to have to go back to the basics again, and that is something that unfortunately I can't afford to at this time. So I have to put a pin to that for now. I do have my intentions of continuing to a degree level, but probably not at the moment. Let me focus on my career and make sure that I have a good, stable income, steady income for my family before I go ahead with my degree choice, so to speak. It's not really a career path. It's more of a enhancement to the current knowledge that I already have, and something that I always wanted to do ever since I gotten myself involved in that other field, which, by the way, has nothing whatsoever to do with my current career path. So I wear 2 hats, you see. So on one hand, I have this secular education, which led me to this current career path that I am in, my bread and butter. And I have the other side, which is the apologetic side, which has nothing whatsoever to do with my current career path, which I've acquired through reading and knowledge, experience, and over 20 years involvement in the particular industry, if you want to call it an industry. And here I am today. Yeah, so I feel that if I were to have a degree in that sector of knowledge, I think things would pretty much heat up quickly for the other side. Okay, so I think it's very important that I should at least get a degree. But yeah, I'm still figuring it out, because it's costly to have a degree, to own a degree, to study for a degree. It's not just costing in terms of monetary costs, but also in the time and investment of effort as well. So these things will take time for me. I'm still trying to figure out my way through. So let's see how it goes. Yeah. On the other hand, I've been trying to learn Mandarin for the past 2 or 3 years. Yeah, so 我可以说韩语呢，但是我说点点的 so I can speak a bit of Mandarin. However, it's only a bit. Okay, so that's after 3 or 4 years of learning Mandarin. I passed my level 2. I passed my level 1 of HSK, and I was finished going through my level 2 of. I went through my level 2 of HSK as well, but I didn't finish it. And I was supposed to finish my level 3 of HSK. However, I decided to stop somewhere in the middle because of my current pursuits, and I have not gone back since. My apologies to Lao Shi Fatima, because I have yet to be able to fulfill my promise to her of returning back to my Mandarin studies. Also, I owe her some money as well, but don't tell her that. I do owe her money, and I need to pay that debt as well. So until that happens, I don't think I can go back to my level 3 studies just yet. Yeah. So it doesn't matter how long it will take. Eventually, I will go back to level 3. However, this again will take some time. Yeah, but I can still speak Mandarin. Like 我可以说韩语。我叫MENJ，你叫什么？Okay， 我在加隆坡。Yeah， 我在加隆坡。Okay， Whoa, I wanted to say I work at, but I forgot. 我在上班加隆坡. I work at a company in Kuala. Yeah, so yeah, my Mandarin is a bit shaky, I know, but hey, at least I managed to say a few sentences. I can get through with some sentences. So uh, okay, all right. So the live stream has been going on for about 1 hour and 5 minutes, and 0 people are now watching this live stream. Previously, there was about up to 3 people watching this live stream. I guess nobody wants to hear me babble for too long. But yeah, I think let's see whether this experiment works. And I guess for now, this is goodbye, sayonara, zaijian, ila liko. Yeah, I'm learning Arabic too, by the way. And some German, yeah, Schuss, yeah, bye. Yeah, Schuss means bye. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it from me, folks. And I hope that you enjoyed listening to me. I mean, for those of you who have not watched the earlier part of this live stream, you can do so. Just wait for the live stream to end, and then you can replay the whole thing, right? Hopefully, you will watch everything from the start to the finish. And yeah, I think that's all for now. Let's see whether this works, and I'll see you next time in another live stream, probably with a different shirt, obviously. Yeah. I don't know when that live stream would be, but I really enjoyed talking to myself, to me, myself, and I on screen, and interacting with some of the guests, although they were just here momentarily. Hopefully, I'll see you again in the future video. Goodbye. See you again in the future.